guys, and welcome back to my channel. And today's a video I'm very excited about because it's like a video I do every single year, and that is my updated perfume collection. Now obviously I have not been buying a lot of perfumes this year because since March I've been pretty much at home, and I don't know about you guys, but I am someone, I will wear perfume when I want to feel good about myself. And even though it's not like I don't want to feel good about myself when I'm sitting at home, but I just like to smell good when I'm around people. So for pretty much of like majority of 2020 I have not been wearing perfume whatsoever. I think the only time where I actually wore perfume was in Jan and Feb, when I had a job back then, and I did wear one of my, like, I would say it's one of my more long-lasting perfumes that I used to wear then. And apart from that, there is another perfume that I'm going to mention. Like when I'm talking about these two specifically, I will share with you. But the other perfume that I've been wearing a lot this year is one that, again, I would say I started wearing around July, August, whenever I used to go for a jog, or recently my Zumba class has also reopened, so I've been wearing that whenever I go to Zumba class. So it's more of like a workout appropriate scent, and I did share that perfume. I think in my video back in May. I will leave a link to that video as well. It was like more of a fitness related one. So I shared my skincare, which was related to fitness. I shared my like workout related perfume, etc. But yeah, I think this intro is just getting really long for no reason. So let's dive right into it. I'm going to share with you all my perfumes. I'm going to tell you how long they last as well. It's obviously a very rough estimate. Some of them, when I tested them specifically, they did not last as long. But then there were a couple of occasions where I wore them out and I noticed that they were actually lasting longer than that. So yeah, it depends on your own body chemistry. Every perfume, it'll give you an idea basically that it might last around that amount of time. But if something lasts for 12 hours on me, it's not necessary that it's also going to last for 12 hours on you. Some of these perfumes are also not available anymore, maybe like I want to say 2 or 3. So I'm really sorry for that, and I will have notes. What you can do is, if you know about the app Perfumist, you can download that. I mentioned that app in one of my other videos where I spoke about apps. That is a very good app if you want to understand perfumes, understand the notes of perfumes, etc. And it will also give you a good idea that if this perfume has this particular notes and what other similar perfumes you might like. Definitely check out that app. I will have the notes for every single perfume from Perfumist in the description box, so you can check the notes. I don't remember a lot of them at the top of my head, so I'm not going to try to pretend like I know everything about perfumes if I don't. So yeah, that was that. The intro is like 3 minutes long. We need to dive right in, and I'm going to share them in order from least long lasting to like most long lasting. So I'm going to save the best for the last, so make sure that you watch the whole video. But yeah, now let's finally dive right in. And my least long lasting perfume in my collection is one that I am so disappointed in, because this is a pretty expensive perfume, and it's Vivala Juicy by Juicy Couture. This is the original. This is one of the perfumes that I keep in the box itself because it's like so bougie. But I'm going to show you what the bottle looks like. It's a beautiful bottle. You can see that I have used a bit of it. I actually bought this in November or December of 2019, so I have not had it for a very long time. But this is unfortunately a perfume that does not last very long on me. When I tested it out, it lasted for like 1.5 to 2 hours. There was an occasion where I wore this and I think it lasted maybe for like 4 to 5 hours on that particular day specifically. But yeah, overall in general, even though I bought this for like 40 to 50% off, I still regret buying it. And I think in India this costs anywhere between 7,000 to 8,000 in a Parcos, and I got this again at 50% off. But I still think that it is totally not worth it. This is the 100 ml size, but because it doesn't last very long, I'm just like, it smells amazing. It smells like this is something I would wear on a date. But then again, I know that like maybe like in the middle of the day or something, the perfume will just completely fade away, so I will have to keep reapplying, and I'm not going to carry such a massive bottle on a date. So yeah, pretty disappointed. I wish that I could find, and actually I do have one perfume in my collection which lasts twice as long as this. and that one I would say smells similar. It's not a dupe, but yeah, keep watching to know what that perfume is. Moving on next to another perfume which I feel like this smells similar. This is not the dupe that I'm talking about though, and that is Avon Luck For Her. I mentioned this in my, I think in my last year's perfume collection video as well. It's a beautiful bottle. I know you're not getting a very good idea because like the sunlight is coming and it's reflecting on the bottle, but yeah, I don't know how to show it to you. Yeah, you can see I have used a lot of this. This is one of the perfumes I've had in my collection for a while, and some people say perfume expire. Some of these perfumes also have expiry dates on them, but then again I don't know much about that. Based on the expiry date that was mentioned on this product, it was supposed to expire in 2020, but it still smells good, so I don't know. I will probably be done with it maybe like before mid 2021 or something like that. Again, the scent, like I would use both of these for like similar occasions. This one I might probably not wear on a date, but I did wear, I've worn this a lot of times on like special occasions. Like I wore it last year in November for my brother's wedding, my cousin brother's wedding. It did not last throughout the whole ceremony and the reception and like all of that, but yeah, this is the perfume that I took for that. And yeah, it's more of like a special occasion scent. Really like it. Of course, love the packaging. It's so cute, so cute. Anyways, moving on. Now let's talk about my workout related scent. By the way, I forgot to mention this one when I tested out. Lasted for like 2.5 hours, so kind of similar to Vivala Juicy as well. And one more thing I've noticed about these two in specific is that sometimes when you're out in like the heat, it makes it for some reason last a little bit longer, but if you're indoors, it fades a little quicker. I know that doesn't make sense. I don't know how that works, but that's just something I have noticed as an observation, which is why I wanted to share. If you have any idea about how all of this works, please leave it down below in the comments. I would love to get some knowledge about it, and I'm sure other people reading would, it'll also be helpful for them. Moving on next, this is my workout scent. I've mentioned it in the past. It's the Body Shop White Musk, L apostrophe EDU. I don't know what EAU, not EDU, EAU. I don't know what that stands for, but this one is a very fresh floral kind of a scent. Mainly it's the fresh factor about this, which is why I like to use it, for like workouts, or if I'm going for Zumba class, jogging, all of that stuff, because you would not want to wear something very vanilla, very sweet in an occasion like that. So you can see this is probably one of my most used perfumes in my collection. My other perfumes, I mean, yeah, I know this one is quite used, but this is very old and it's used. This one I actually bought end of 2019, and you can see how much I've used. So this is one that I have, it's probably my most used fragrance of 2020 specifically. It lasts for, I would say, another, again, 3 to 4 hours ish. So if I'm running errands, if I'm going for a workout, it lasts throughout that. So yeah, I would say though that if you can get Body Shop at like 25 to 30% off, this might be worth the price, but otherwise I don't really think it's worth, like, the price on this is 2245, and I don't think that it's worth that much. Even when I bought this, I bought it because I think I was getting like 20 or 30% off on it. Otherwise it's not really worth it in my personal opinion. Yeah, that's that. Moving on next to a very inexpensive perfume, and I was really happy to see how long this lasts, because some of my other perfumes which I mentioned earlier are like so expensive, but then they hardly last. This one I'm pretty sure was like 300 or 400 bucks. It's by Miniso and it's the Miniso Flipped. This is what it looks like. You can see I've not used much of it. This is another fresh scent. I would say it's a little bit more aqua fresh, and I would definitely be using this once I use up my Body Shop one. This one again I would say lasts for maybe around like 4.5 to 5 hours maybe. And because of how affordable it is and how strong the scent is, I feel like with the Body Shop one I have to spray a lot of this on, but this one I can just spray maybe like 3-4 times and it will still last very long. And for how inexpensive it is, I don't think you can beat it, though I have not seen this recently in Miniso stores, so I don't know if it's like still available, if it's not available, what the situation is with that. But yeah, another scent that I really like. If you can find it, I would definitely highly recommend that you sniff it and check it out, see if you like it, see if you don't like it. And in general, I would say if you can go to a Miniso store and you can smell their perfumes, they are so affordable. I have another perfume from Miniso that lasts super duper long, way longer than this one, which I will talk about in just a second. But yeah, highly recommend Miniso fragrances for how inexpensive they are and how long they last and how good the fragrances are as well. Moving on, next I have 3 perfumes all by the same brand, different names and different ranges, but they all last for I would say anywhere from 6 to 8 hours. And those are the Avon perfumes. I have Avon Attraction, Avon Little Gold Dress and Avon Little Black Dress. I will open each of them and show you the individual packaging. Avon Attraction is a beautiful, very simple bottle. This is what it looks like. You can see I've used a bit of it. I would say the scent is a little bit similar to Avon Luck For Her. I feel like once I run out of this, I will use this as a replacement kind of. You can say that is why I've not used much of it, because that is an older one, so I was like waiting to use that first and then move on to this one. But yeah, beautiful bottle, really nice scent, again very sweet, very vanilla. I think when you see the notes of each of these perfumes, you can tell. I majorly have a lot of sweet fragrances, a lot of vanilla fragrances, because I absolutely love those kind of fragrances. Moving on next to Avon Little Gold Dress, and this is the one which I feel like is the most similar to Vivala Juicy Couture. I feel like there are just maybe 1 or 2 notes here and there, but I feel like these are as similar as I could get. And if you can get your hands on this perfume, I would highly recommend that you check it out. It's priced at 1,500 and you can easily even find this at like offers and stuff like that, especially around the festive holiday season. So if you can get your get your hands on it through an Avon representative, highly recommend. And again, it lasts for so much longer. Like this would maximum last 3 to 4 hours, and this would easily last like maybe 8 to even 9 hours. Again, I would say anywhere from 6 to 8 for all the 3 perfumes. But again, depending on how it lasts in different people, you can maybe even stretch it to like around 9 hours, maybe spray a little bit more and see if it works that way. But it's so good of a deal. And yeah, this is again what the bottle looks like. It's super duper simple. You can see I've not used a lot of it again, because these are majorly perfumes I don't use that often on like a day-to-day basis. I will share with you some of my day-to-day kind of perfumes in just a second. These are more like special occasion ones. And then moving on to Little Black Dress. This is probably my least used perfume. I have to be very honest. I've had this one for a while. You've seen this in a couple of Perfume Collection videos. Even Little Gold Dress you've seen in a couple of Perfume Collection videos. But this is what this one looks like. Again, very similar packaging. The reason why I haven't used this one as much is because it's more of a nighttime clubbing perfume, and I'm not a clubbing person whatsoever. I really like the scent, and I like to have a perfume like this in my collection, because whenever I get the chance, I would love to wear this. If I'm even going out for dinner, maybe I wouldn't mind spraying this on. But it's mainly like a nighttime clubbing kind of a scent. And yeah, unfortunately haven't gotten the chance to wear it a lot, but whenever I do get the chance, I would love to wear this. It's got that little bit of like musk and like that sexiness and all of that. So yeah, really like this one as well. Now we're gonna move on to the category of my super duper long lasting perfumes. For you, if you don't like to have a lot of perfumes, I would highly recommend that you invest in good long lasting perfumes. And I might have a couple of recommendations for you. let's first talk about another perfume that I have, again, like you can see, used quite a bit in 2020, because this is my everyday. I mean, this was my everyday. When I used to go to work, I used to spray this on kind of scent, because it's a very unique scent. I cannot describe it. Unfortunately, I don't even have the notes of this to describe to you, but what I do know is that there is a Zara perfume. I don't know which one, but there is a Zara perfume that smells very, very, very similar to this. So I wore this to work one day, and I hugged one of my colleagues come friends at work, and she was like, what perfume are you wearing? And I was like, I bought this Versace perfume on clearance, and by the way, it's called Bombay Paisley. It's not available anymore, but yeah, I'm really sad that it's not available anymore. I got it from West Side. But yeah, again, coming back to the story, I told her that I got this perfume from West Side on clearance, and she was like, this smells very, very similar to like a Zara perfume. And I'm like, oh my god, I have to check it out, because I love the way this smells. And I know that it was in clearance when I bought it, so it's discontinued and it was limited edition. So I was like, I have to check out what Zara perfume this is. And eventually I will go to a Zara store and definitely figure out which perfume from Zara smells similar to this, and then I will definitely share it in a future video. But yeah, it's very unique. I can't describe it. It's a little sweet, it's a little fresh at the same time. It's like it's like magic, it's like heaven. I cannot describe it. Once I find what Zara perfume smells similar, I will share the notes of that perfume, so you will kind of get an idea what it smells like, hopefully. But yeah, this one, by the way, I would say it has lasted me like from the time I leave from home, go to work, which takes me around 1.5 hours, throughout my shift, and then back when I'm home. So I would say 12 hours ish. So yeah, very, very, very long lasting. Love that fact. I hope the Zara one is as long lasting as well. Moving on to my other Miniso perfume that I was talking about. This is what the packaging looks like, though it's very simple. And the bottle is very pretty actually. It's like those simple kind of pretty ones. And this is what it looks like. It's called Miniso Sunrise, and this is a musky tropical scent. Like, there's a little bit of tropical inness, somewhere there, but it's like a musky, powdery kind of a scent. It's definitely very, very powdery. I didn't think I would like powdery scents, but for some reason in this one I do really like it. So yeah, there's like a little bit of tropicalness when you see the name Barley Morning, and when you see Sunrise, you might expect this to be like a coconut scent, but it's actually not. There's a little bit like 5% tropical, 55% powdery, and then a little bit of like musk and everything. So yeah, again, a really, really nice scent. This also, I would say, lasts for like 12 to 14 hours. Very, very long lasting. So yeah, that was that. And moving on to another one of my super expensive perfumes. I don't know if this one is more expensive or Vivala Juicy is more expensive, but I am so happy that this one is actually worth the money for me, because even though it's expensive, it lasts very, very, very long. Like, when I say very long, I mean like I spray it like midday, spend the whole day, go back to sleep at night, and then the next morning when I wake up, I can still get whiffs of it. So that's what I mean when I say very long lasting. And this is Versace Eros for Femme, and it's the EDT. I'm going to show you the beautiful, beautiful bottle, and this is what it looks like. Again, it's like super reflective, so yeah, can you tell? Again, I've used a little bit, I haven't used much. This one is, I feel like, again, I would describe like this can also be a work scent for me, but then the thing is that it's so expensive. I cannot spray this every single day and live with myself. It's a very citrusy, fresh, something that you would imagine like a woman who works maybe in like Deloitte or like some finance company, like someone who wears a blazer every single day to work, and something like that, like works in like the top level management of of some MNC. That is what you would imagine. This perfume is worn by someone like that. It's very sophisticated, very classy, yet fresh and work appropriate, and like, yeah, again, a beautiful, beautiful scent. I feel like once I have a job like that, maybe not where I don't want to wear a blazer every single day to work, especially in Mumbai and the humidity in Mumbai. But yeah, I think once I have like a well-paying job, I can actually justify wearing this to work every single day. Otherwise, as a student, I definitely cannot. But yeah, this is another perfume that I would say lasts, like I mentioned, very, very long, 16 hours plus for sure. So yeah, this one was definitely worth getting. This year, again, if you can find like in Parco's stores, if you can find 40 to 50% off, I would highly recommend that you go to a store if you can find one near you and sniff this, because it is amazing. But yeah, that was that. That was all the perfumes that I had to share with you. I know it was not a lot because I've definitely decluttered a lot in my collection as well. Again, I do not wear a lot of perfumes this year. So once I felt like I did not love as much, I gave it away to people like my mom, majorly actually, so that she could use some of them. And she's someone who will like literally wear any and every perfume. She's not very particular about scents. But yeah, all these perfumes I absolutely freakingly love, which is why they're still a part of my collection. And this video is getting super duper long, so we need to cut it out right here. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to know what your favorite scent is. It can be a deodorant, it can be a body mist, body spray, perfume, EDT, EDP, whatever. Leave it down below in the comment section because I would love to hear. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Until next time, bye bye.